Have you ever walked into a used car dealership, looked at a price tag, and thought, wait, how did they come up with that number? Or maybe you've sold a car yourself and felt like you either got an amazing deal or got ripped off, but you weren't entirely sure why. Today, you're going to find out exactly how used car values are determined, what mistakes most people make when buying or selling, and how you can spot the real worth of a car like a pro. And stick around, because near the end, I'll reveal one little-known factor that can change a car's value by thousands of dollars, and most buyers never even think to check it. Number 1. Why understanding used car values matters. Knowing the value of a used car isn't just about avoiding overpaying. It's about making confident decisions. When you know a car's true worth, you can negotiate better, avoid bad deals, and even spot hidden opportunities. Imagine this. You find a car listed online for $9,000. You do your research and discover similar models in your area are selling for around $7,500. Right away, you have leverage. You can either walk away or use that knowledge to negotiate a better deal. Understanding value can literally save you thousands or make you thousands when you sell. Number 2. How dealers and sellers decide prices. It's not random. Dealers and sellers often start with market value, which comes from a mix of tools like Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds, or Nata guides. They consider the car's make, model, year, mileage, condition, location, and current demand. If used trucks are hot in your area, their prices will be higher. If fuel prices spike, smaller, fuel-efficient cars often become more expensive. For example, a 2016 Toyota Corolla with 60,000 miles might be valued at $12,000 in Texas, but only $10,500 in Ohio simply because of local market demand. Number 3. The big 3 factors that shape value: mileage, condition, and age. Mileage tells a story about how much the car has been used. A car with 30,000 miles is often worth more than the same model with 90,000 miles. Condition covers both the mechanical health and the cosmetic appearance: dents, scratches, interior wear, and so on. Age matters because newer cars generally have more modern features and technology, but the moment they're driven off the lot, depreciation kicks in. Here's a shocking fact. A new car can lose up to 20% of its value in the first year alone. Number 4. Hidden value killers you might miss. Some things can crush a car's value, even if it looks great at first glance. Accident history is a big one. Even minor fender benders can lower resale value, especially if repairs weren't top quality. Flood damage is another. Water can ruin electronics and cause long-term issues. Repainted panels, mismatched tires, or aftermarket modifications, like oversized rims or tinted windows, can also scare buyers and reduce value. One time, I saw a sports car with a flashy paint job selling for thousands less than expected. Why? Buyers preferred the factory color for long-term resale. Number 5. Tools you can use to check value. Free and paid tools like Kelley Blue Book, Edmunds, Nata guides, and car gurus can give you a ballpark value in minutes. Simply enter the make, model, year, mileage, and condition, and you'll see trade-in value, private sale value, and dealer retail value. For example, a 2018 Honda Civic EX with 45,000 miles might show trade-in value $14,500, private sale value $16,000, dealer retail value $17,500. This tells you exactly where you stand and what kind of price range to aim for. Number 6. The power of comparing listings. Online listings are gold mines for research. Check platforms like AutoTrader, Cars.com, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. Look for cars with similar mileage, trim level, and condition. If you see a pattern, say 10 different 2017 Ford Escapes with similar features all listed for around $15,000, you know that's the going market rate. This is how you avoid being tricked by an inflated asking price. Number 7. Timing can make or break the price. Believe it or not, the time of year affects used car prices. Convertibles are more expensive in the summer when everyone wants to cruise with the top down. Trucks and SUVs often spike in winter when snow and ice hit. Buying a car when demand is low can save you hundreds or even thousands. One buyer I know got a steep discount on a convertible in December simply because nobody wanted one in the cold. Number 8. How location changes everything. Cars are worth different amounts depending on where you are. A pickup truck in Texas might sell for more than the same truck in New York. Meanwhile, a small hybrid car might fetch a higher price in California than in Montana. If you're willing to travel a few hundred miles, you might find a much better deal. Some savvy buyers even purchase cars in one state and sell them in another for a profit. Number 9. Why vehicle history reports are priceless. Before you buy, get a report from Carfax or AutoCheck. These reports reveal accident history, service records, ownership changes, and even whether the car has a salvage title. A clean report boosts value. A bad report is your signal to either walk away or negotiate a steep discount. For example, if a car is worth $12,000 but the report shows a major accident, you might only offer $9,000. Number 10. The secret impact of maintenance and service records. A car with full service records often sells for more than one with no paperwork. Why? It shows the owner cared for the car and followed maintenance schedules. If you're selling, keep all receipts and records. If you're buying, ask for them. A well-maintained car can outlast a newer but poorly cared for one. Number 11. Negotiating. Like a pro, once you know the car's value, don't be afraid to make a lower offer. Start below the market value, but be polite. Use evidence, like comparable listings or value guides, to justify your offer. For example, you might say, I see similar cars selling for $10,000. Would you take $9,500? Most sellers expect negotiation, so the asking price often has some wiggle room. Number 12. How depreciation works over time. Depreciation is how a car loses value as it ages. The steepest drop is in the first few years. After that, it slows down, and eventually, a car reaches a point where it loses very little value each year. This is why buying a 3 to 5-year-old car is often a smart move. You avoid the steepest depreciation but still get modern features. Number 13. The one overlooked factor that can swing value by thousands. Here's the thing most people miss. Trim level and options. Two cars can look almost identical, but one might have leather seats, a sunroof, advanced safety features, and a premium audio system, all of which raise value. A base model 2019 Honda Accord might be worth $18,000. The fully loaded version could be $22,000 or more. Always check the features before assuming you're comparing similar cars. Number 14. When to walk away. Sometimes, the best deal is no deal. If the price is too high, the condition doesn't match the asking price, or the seller won't provide a history report, trust your instincts. There will always be other cars. Rushing into a bad deal can cost you thousands and months of regret. Number 15. How color affects value. The color of a car can influence how quickly it sells and for how much. Neutral colors like white, black, silver, and gray tend to hold value better because they appeal to more buyers. Unusual colors like bright yellow or purple can be harder to sell unless they're on specialty vehicles where the color is part of the appeal. For example, a silver Toyota Camry might sell faster and closer to asking price than a lime green one, even if both are in identical condition. Number 16. The influence of fuel efficiency. When gas prices are high, fuel-efficient cars become more desirable and often see a bump in resale value. If a car averages 40 miles per gallon, it will likely be worth more than a similar car averaging 20 miles per gallon during times of high fuel costs. In contrast, large SUVs and trucks may drop in value temporarily when fuel prices spike. Number 17. Seasonal model year changes. When new models are released, the previous year's models often drop in value. If you're buying, this can be the perfect time to get a good deal on a used car that's suddenly last year's model. For example, when the 2025 Honda CR-V hits the market, dealers may lower prices on 2024 models to make room for new inventory. Number 18. The effect of warranty coverage. Cars still under manufacturer warranty tend to have higher resale values because they give buyers peace of mind. Even better, some warranties transfer to the new owner, which can make your car more attractive. If you're selling, if buying, knowing a car has warranty coverage can save you thousands in potential repairs. Number 19. The role of supply chain issues. In recent years, shortages of new cars have pushed up used car prices. When new cars are harder to find due to supply chain problems, people turn to the used market, driving prices higher. This is why in 2021 and 2022, some used cars were selling for more than their original purchase prices. Number 20. Impact of recalls on value. If a car has an open recall that hasn't been fixed, its value can drop. Buyers worry about safety and potential repair delays. However, once the recall work is done, the value often rebounds. This is why checking for recalls before buying or selling is smart. It can be used in negotiation. Number 21. How popularity of a model shapes value. Some cars have a loyal fan base that keeps demand high for years. Think of vehicles like the Toyota 4Runner or Honda Civic. Even older models often hold their value because buyers trust their reputation. Less popular models might lose value faster because there's less demand. Number 22. The impact of technology features. Modern tech features like backup cameras, lane assist, Apple CarPlay, and adaptive cruise control can add significant value to a used car. Cars without these features can feel outdated quickly, which can lower resale value. For example, two identical cars from the same year may have a difference of $1,500 in value simply because one has advanced driver assist features. We've covered how to check value, spot hidden issues, use timing and location to your advantage, and negotiate like a pro. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the craziest used car price you've ever seen? And did you think it was fair or totally ridiculous?